guys, welcome back to another video. Matty G here. Normally I talk about electric scooters, but today I'm going to change the subject a little bit. We're going to talk about vintage campers. I want to introduce you to my 1966 FAN Sunseeker. It's the third free camper that I've gotten this year. It started out with a 1966 Ace. Royal Flush, I think it was, or Club Royal, which actually you can see down in the camper storage area, right? Started with that. And then I got a 1994 pop-up, Coleman pop-up, which is actually really nice. We ordered some canvas for it, so we're just waiting on the canvas. That's a really nice pop-up. It was kind of mouse infested when we first got it, but we ordered some new canvas. We cleaned it all out. It's actually got a power lift on it and everything else, so we're real excited about the pop-up. But today I wanted to talk to you about the FAN, right? The 1966 FAN Sunseeker, and give you a little tour about it, talk to you about the camper, and maybe get some ideas about what we're going to do with it. I originally got it and was thinking, you know what? These canned ham classic vintage trailers, people love them. So the day I got it, I put it up for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and the reaction was astounding. People wanted to travel from all over to get this camper. So what I like about it is it's the standard canned ham shape, right? It's got a little notch out on the back of it, but if you look at it, right, it's kind of a cool looking camper, and despite the flat tire on it, it looks pretty neat. I actually painted the rim on it because the rim was kind of disgusting. And then the lift mechanism on the front tongue wasn't working, so I had to YouTube how to fix that. Nice thing about YouTube is they teach you everything, right? They teach you how to fix that. So I fixed the front jack on it. It was all bound up and rusted. So now the jack is operable. I painted the tongue some nice acrylic white, so that actually doesn't look too bad. Windows on it are in good shape. This is actually the only broken window of the entire camper, which I'm pretty excited about. Skins are beautiful, 1960s ugly gold, but not in bad shape. It is kind of windy, so I'm not sure what that's going to be doing to the microphone and the sound. But if you take a look at it, on this side it looks pretty good. Again, we power washed it. It was sitting on the trees probably for 30 years. I actually had a dead tree on top of it. Yesterday I climbed up on this ladder and power washed the roof on it. And then we start coming back here and we start seeing some of the structural damage on it, right? You see this is pulled out, and you can see some structural damage on the camper right here that obviously is going to be need to be fixed. Played around a little bit with the electrical system in it to try to get the lights working. The lights are not working. I'm gonna have to pull the covers off the lights. The screws are rusted on there right now, and get those lights working. But on top you can see, right? You can see it's a FAN, right? It's got the old sticker up there for the FAN camper. It's got a whole bunch of other stickers on it as well, and it's got that nice ugly gray gold on it. This side doesn't look too bad. This side structurally, especially on this back section, is nice and solid. So I'm pretty excited about it because I think what I can do, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and what I need to do is I need to pull the skin off. First I would need to remove all the windows and the doors and things like that. Remove the lights, which won't be hard because there are not many lights left on it. Take off this, what they call I think it's J trim or J channel. Pry that off because it's got the bond underneath it, and then take it off, and I think I can replicate the shape of this to repair structurally on the other side of the camper. Other than that, I think it looks pretty good. I got up on the roof leaks, but it doesn't look too bad. I don't know that this is going to be long enough to go see the roof, but I can actually extend this selfie stick a little bit, and then maybe, yeah, actually I can, right? Now I can see the roof, and I could see up where I power washed it, and you can see the, probably the original coating on the roof. That's all cracked at this point right now. So what I did is I got some Turn-A-Bond tape, which I guess everybody's using for roofs right now. It's supposed to be a really good fix. So I power washed it. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna figure it out and Turn-A-Bond it. But first I gotta figure out whether I need to take the roof off or not, because we have some water leakage in here. So let me just take us inside real quick, and we'll take a look at the inside of this camper, right? You can tell I grew up in New York. It's got the New York sticker, right? This is back in the days that people loved New York. Not so much anymore. So the first thing we see, right, if we look at the floor here, we see some problem right here, right? Some structural problem with the flooring. I'm going to have to pull this door out and then figure out, and I'm positive this is all going to be rotted down here. So we're going to have to take this out and then figure out what we're going to have to do in terms of getting the rot out and peeling the floor back and then replacing it. Or I've already taken, you could see the peel and stick flooring up. I took the peel and stick flooring up on a majority of the floor where I could get to it. Let me just get in here, and then we could see the rest of it. The front of the camper actually looks really good. The cushions are kind of shot, obviously. We're gonna get rid of the cushions. I got in here, I couldn't believe how disgusting this thing was. It was just covered in mouse and rat stuff, and it was just disgusting. It's got the original propane lamp up here, which I think is cool. It's got the original cabinets on top, which are actually in really good shape. I mean, if you look at this, right, in really good shape. There doesn't appear to be any water damage up here. I don't know what's underneath this, but this is nice and solid. What I really like these old style sconces, these wall sconce lights, which I think are kind of cool. So it's got these. The walls on it are pretty good. I got a wasp in here. Look like it's in pretty good shape. We'll look at the kitchenette area, right? It's a nice 3-burner stove. No oven, which I'm happy with, right? It's got some storage down here instead of an oven. And I can't see using an oven in a vintage camper, so I'm actually not upset. I'm happy that it doesn't have an oven. And then on this side, it's got like a little tiny sink, right? Still in that kind of vintage yellow, which is kind of a neat color. And on top, it's got some storage area, right? Actually, quite a bit of storage area on top, on both sides. These were filled with remnants of mice, right? Like foam and seeds, and actually up here was all seeds. Everything else was foam. So it's kind of neat. I like the backsplash on it. The backsplash is kind of neat. I would like to kind of keep the backsplash, but it looks pretty solid. I think it looks pretty solid. It looks pretty good. What's not solid is here. Now you start seeing up here where the roof is, right? The roof is soft. This is solid, which is nice. Then we get to this piece around the skylight, and which is not unusual, right? Because skylights leak. So I'm gonna have to take this cover off, pull this down, go up on the roof, pull the skylight out, figure out what's underneath there. I'm sure it's probably structurally rotted. So I'm gonna have to pull that out and then figure it out. But on this side, we have the matching refrigerator in the same color as the same vintage yellow color is the sink and the stove. Open it up. They always tell you don't open refrigerators in old campers because you never know what you're going to find. But this one actually is pretty clean. It's kind of neat. I like it. It screams 1960s, right? Butter and cheese, right? Or cheese. We're missing some letters there. And then underneath, it's got some storage down here. Drawers, which are kind of gross. And you take them out, and I've already taken them out and washed them and vacuumed them out, but I do need to do more. And then on the bottom, we'll see the original heater, right? The Durotherm propane heater down there. And then as we're coming along, now you could start seeing, right, we have some real structural damage back in this corner back here, right? The floor is essentially gone. What you see is the bottom cover that goes underneath the trailer. So we're gonna have to pull this all out and then figure out structurally like where it's going to be, and probably replace a lot of the boards. You could see some water damage on this back corner that corresponds with the back corner that we were seeing from the outside, that has some damage to it. Another one of these cool little sconces So this wall is going to have to come out probably. The back looks kind of cool. If I can get a shot of it. So we have the couch here, right? And then we have this piece that pulls out, and it will make it into probably like a twin-size bed, which is the bed that I think I'm going to keep. And then it's got a bunk in it as well. And if you can see this up here, right? I'm not going to take it down because I can't do it with one hand right now. But this bunk folds down flat, you see over here, and then it's a bunk bed here and a full bed down there. So you have two beds there, and then if you take the front dinette set, then that folds down to a bed as well. So actually, for a little trailer like this, there's a lot of sleeping area in it. So yeah, so that's the 1966 FAN Sunseeker. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's cool. I've been watching a lot of trailer videos on how to do it, and they say the first thing you got to do is go from the outside in, right? A lot of people take these and they start gutting the inside of them, and that's not the right way to do it. These cabinets and everything are structural to the framing of the trailer, and once you just pull all this stuff out, you lose all that structural rigidity. So I think what I'm gonna do is start taking the windows and the doors out of it, and take the J-rail off, and then take the siding off, and take a look at it structurally and see what we got to work with. So any advice, any thoughts, any experience that you have in terms of renovating old trailers, send them my way. But quick video, 1966 FAN. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll work on this and post some more videos. Okay. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to like and subscribe. And you never know what you're going to see. Okay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.